Mr. Speaker, yesterday a senior Democrat said that, quote, Canada conceded to just about every point that the Americans had asked for on the new NAFTA deal. And that's after senior Republicans said last year that the Prime Minister gave very graciously. Now, while Democrats and Republicans don't always agree on everything, they do seem to agree that this Prime Minister has failed Canadians when it comes to the new NAFTA negotiations. So will the Prime Minister finally admit that what he came back with from Washington was a weakened NAFTA than what he had when he first went down?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, allow me to take this moment to congratulate heartily the entire Canadian team for the great negotiation, particularly our Deputy Prime Minister, the member from the University of Rosedale. We strengthened environmental protections. We strengthened the support for workers. We moved forward on strengthened intellectual property and automotive rules of origin. We have ensured that access to our most important trading partner is solid for years to come. That is the work the Canadian team did in achieving the new NAFTA.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, when we're talking about being honest with Canadians, it's quite clear that the Prime Minister is attempting to bury the news that he still has absolutely no plan to balance the budget and that his high-tax, high-regulation policy is weakening the Canadian economy. Will the Prime Minister commit to tabling a long-term economic and fiscal projection in Parliament this week, and will he take the steps needed to protect Canada's economy from the negative headwinds?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we made a very different choice than the Conservatives do. Instead of cuts and austerity that the Conservatives put forward, we based our economic approach on investing in Canadians, on investing in their communities, on understanding that building a stronger future means giving everyone a real and fair chance to succeed. That is a choice we made as a Liberal Party. We got Canadians' support in 2015 and in 2019 to keep moving forward with a plan that invests in them for a brighter future for everyone.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, I'm glad he said that they made the choices, because let's look at the results from their choices. Last month, 71,000 Canadians lost their job. 48% of Canadians are within $200 from not being able to pay their bills. Foreign direct investment into Canada has fallen by 56%. While other countries are seeing greater growth than Canada, this Prime Minister has created the conditions for a made-in-Canada recession. Will the Prime Minister abandon this course of action?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to have the opportunity to talk about what we've been able to do for Canadians. We watched Canadians create over 1 million new jobs over the past 4 years. And our policies of investing in Canadians and their families have actually lifted over 900,000 Canadians out of poverty, including 300,000 kids. Now, we recognize there's more to do, and that's why we're going to keep investing in families, supporting Canadians, building for a brighter future every day through working with Canadians in communities right across the country.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, yesterday this House voted to take the crisis between Canada and the government of China seriously by establishing a special committee to look at all aspects of this government's handling of that relationship. After unlawfully imprisoning 2 Canadians, after putting blocks on our exports of canola and other products, this Prime Minister still has not stood up for Canadians. Will the Prime Minister at least take the very practical step of withdrawing Canada's funding to the Asian Infrastructure Bank?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Over the past year, we have been working at all levels to ensure the safety of the Canadians being detained and indeed continue to advocate for their release. As we stand up for canola farmers, as we protect our beef and pork exporters, as we continue to engage with this important trading partner while at the same time standing up for human rights every step of the way. We recognize that there is an opportunity to collaborate further on this special committee on China. We just certainly hope that the opposition parties are careful not to play politics and endanger the lives of those Canadians with it.